Did you know the messaging platforms are being scrutinized? By who, you ask? The government. The government has led a crackdown not just on Telegram, but this time WhatsApp and Signal are also in the frame. Hello everyone, welcome to Vajiram and Ravi's Flash News. My name is Shubhangi Singh, and in today's session we are going to understand that why Indian government is not allowing the messaging platforms to go for usernames. What is the problem there, what you should know, what it can affect, and why government might be compromising on privacy to ensure law enforcement. So let us begin with understanding that what exactly is happening. So as of now, MeitY has basically sent notices not just to WhatsApp. It was initially sent just to WhatsApp, but now it has been sent to Telegram as well as Signal, and this has been sent about the new feature that is username based messaging. Now earlier, as I said, the initial notice was sent to WhatsApp. Why it was sent? Because WhatsApp had brought in and rolled out a username basis messaging. In this, WhatsApp has been asked to pause it, and as of now the username rollout is on hold. At the same time, when MeitY realized that this username feature is not just limited for WhatsApp, now Telegram and Signal have also been asked to explain that how their username systems will work. Now, why exactly government all of a sudden has become vigilant about messaging apps, digital apps? Now, what has happened here is that the means of digital fraud are these very apps. The impersonation that happens, the digital arrest and digital scams, these are the main platforms where this is being carried out. So, in order to limit this and bring law and order, the government is trying to understand the username system, and as of now it has been on hold. So a bigger question comes in here, that why specifically government is concerned. Now one thing that I can tell you, government is concerned here about usernames. Now why about usernames? Because usernames can hide the numbers. So for example, if I am using a username XYZ, then the associated phone number, for example, when you see in Instagram, even if don't have a phone number, you have a username, you can create your ID. This is where the problem comes into the picture, because if the number is not present, then there is a possibility of impersonation, there is a possibility that this can be portrayed as government officials' websites, banking and financial fraud, phishing acts, somebody pretending to be somebody else, digital arrest scams, and also anonymous communication without any proper understanding, and if at all any investigation takes place, that would be difficult to carry out. Now in this context, please let's take recent example, Telegram, directly related to NEET leak. The investigation became extremely difficult and impossible because of the anonymous communication itself, where multiple people can be added at once. It can be used for misinformation. That is available for WhatsApp as well. When we are talking about Signal, which is more privacy focused, that can elude the law enforcement. And that is why what government wants, that they want to improve the traceability. And that traceability will come with numbers. They want to protect citizens from cyber fraud, and they want to strengthen the whole accountability that exists, especially of the digital intermediaries. Now when we are talking about digital intermediaries, this is where you need to understand WhatsApp, Telegram, Signal, all these are digital intermediaries, and this is where, this is one way that government is trying to bring in better regulation as well. Now let us try to understand better that what is the legal framework under which the notices that have been sent. So when we are talking about notices, the notices have gone under IT Intermediary Guidelines and Digital Media Ethics Code rules of 2021. They talk about due diligence requirement, cooperation with law enforcement, assistance in identifying offenders where legally required, and removal of unlawful content. But at the same time, when the intermediaries are ready to follow this given ethics code, they also have a safety clause that is present in IT Act of 2000, that is Safe Harbor. Now, when we are talking about safe harbor, what exactly it means? This clause says that if we are not carrying out the act, we cannot be punished by that. We are not responsible for what users are doing. For example, Telegram is present. Telegram cannot be blamed for the neat leak because that is something that users are doing. Telegram is just the platform. That is what is provided by safe harbor. That means the protection that is given to intermediaries if they are fulfilling their legal obligations. So, if intermediaries are fulfilling these legal obligations, then they will be protected. The users who are doing it, they will be punished. Now, this is where username makes it more difficult. It protects, it keeps all of this intact, but the protection to the user goes more. The traceability reduces, and that is why this government crackdown is taking place. Each individual platform has different problem. For example, WhatsApp, the proposed username rollout can facilitate impersonation. When we are talking about Telegram, username basically complicates investigation. We have already seen it in NEET. Signal, if we are talking about, the privacy first design that has been made for Signal and the phone number hiding, that basically reduces the traceability. Now, that could be a criminal as well. So, Signal is giving that kind of user same level of protection. So, government wants to address all of these very concerns, and this is where government is expecting, as a result, there will be reduced online fraud, there will be better consumer protection, stronger cybercrime investigations, and most importantly, platform accountability will also come into the picture. Because platforms cannot just use the section 79 of IT Act as safe harbor and can be left out of the accountability part. But at the same time, this is not easier. Just the crackdown itself has led to many questions. Platform users are saying we are following the law, but government says that law enforcement needs better accountability. The platforms are saying this is about privacy. The government is saying this is about surveillance. It is important to ensure accountability. It is important to reduce online fraud. And this is where the biggest question, especially when we are talking about proportionality and constitutional rights, comes into the picture. Because what government is trying is maybe to protect, but this shows the risk of over-regulation. But at the same time, if no accountability will be asked, then we will be looking at increased number and difficult situation for us users itself. So what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comment section. That was all from my side. I'll be leaving you here with a prelims practice question. Let me know the answer to this in the comment section. I'll be waiting for your answers. That was all from my side. Thank you so much.